Good evening, everyone, and good afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm happy you're here today. I'm going to introduce you to Archangel Raquel in a little while. But first of all, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Mary E. Gates, and I'm an angel and crystal therapist. The angels have guided me to heal myself and help others to heal themselves with the use of the angels and the crystals. I am not a medical doctor or a medical professional, but the angels and the crystals work very well with enhancing the healing that you're receiving from your doctors and your medication. I would like to start off to say I have my peace candle lighted, and I have crystals around it. I have a little grid around my candle using quartz crystals and selenite crystals to promote peace and good health in the world. The prayer I'm going to say was written by John Wesley. It's a prayer to Archangel Raquel. Archangel Raquel, may I be at peace, and may my heart remain open. May I be aware of my true nature. May I understand the nature of others. May I be healed. May I be a source of healing to others. May I accept the justice you bestow. May I know that all happens for my highest good. Blessings be. I'm going to introduce you to Archangel Raquel tonight, this afternoon. He is the angel of justice, and I'm asking him to come and join all of us to help us to promote peace and serenity for ourselves and around us. Archangel Raquel is said to be the angel of justice and called friend of God. As the angel of fair and just outcomes, call on him to overcome coercion, discrimination, and harassment of yourself or others you love. In art, Raquel is often depicted holding a judge's gavel, which represents his work fighting injustice in the world so that good will triumph over evil. He is here to help us restore the balance of power on our planet and further individual and collective freedom, rights, and equity. Invoke Raquel to ensure fair legal proceedings, transparent processes, and institutional accountability. He can help any person or any group rise above oppression. Call on him if you are a highly sensitive person. Raquel works continuously against chaos and stress, nurtures clairsentient, and helps highly sensitive people feel good about themselves. Highly sensitive people are called empaths. And empathic people, sensitive people, are very sensitive to the negative energies and positive energies around them. And they pick up negative energies very easily. If someone is ill, sometimes they can feel the illness. When somebody's very angry, they can feel that anger. So they pick up on all these icky feelings. So asking Archangel Raquel to help you to set yourself apart from these negative energies and promote positive energies around you is what he does. With Raquel being active in your life, you can expect to see certain signs. His signs, for instance, are one of an imagery of the scales of justice, the balance of justice, or a laurel wreath. And laurel wreaths were worn by the Roman senators during the Roman times. They wore their red capes, but they wore their signature laurel wreaths on top of their heads. Olive branches, which promotes peace and justice. Also be on the lookout for the color of the sky. Raquel's color is a beautiful, very pale blue and white. So when you see the sky, that pale blue and white, you know that he's with you and he's promoting peace around the world. Raquel is associated with the star sign Sagittarius, and also he's also depicted as a lowered sword, symbolizing the dropping of defenses. Raquel can help you find wonderful friends who support you and support your interests and guide you, and also support you in your goals. These are called like-minded people. He can help heal, improve, and deepen existing relationships with family as well as your work partners, and also on a romantic loved ones. A divine peacekeeper, call on him to help you let go of tension or help you manage a crisis by staying calm or instead of freaking out. Invoke him to develop diplomacy and bring a resolution to any misunderstanding or argument you are having with another. Since Raquel is very concerned about justice, he often delivers strength to people who are working to fight injustices. If you notice answers to your prayers about unjust situations, whether in your own life or in the lives of your friends or loved ones, Raquel may be working with you and around you, as believers say. In her book Soul Angels, Jenny Smedley writes that Raquel is said to dispense judgment and justice should other angels not be able to agree on fair course of action for us. Raquel is also the angel to pray to if you feel that no one else is listening and that you're being treated unfairly, either in the workplace or in your relationship with others. Raquel is a leader within the group of angels known as the Principalities, writes Gustav Davidson in his book A Dictionary of Angels, including the fallen angels. The principalities are famous for helping people create order and peace in their lives, such as by inspiring them to practice spiritual discipline on a regular basis. And spiritual discipline could be saying positive affirmations every morning or night, or both times, also practicing meditation, and also praying. These are called spiritual practices that our principalities will guide us to do. Principality angels such as Raquel also give people who are in charge of others, such as government officials, and also fundraisers, wisdom to know how to best organize their groups for the greater glory of the world and people. Ask this angel to guide you to reach balanced decisions for yourself. Instead of judging the people involved in a misunderstanding or in a stressful situation, look at both sides of the equation and work together to come to an amicable solution that is good for all of you that are involved. If you feel you are being treated unfairly, ask Raquel to help you to see the other's point of view as well as your own and act upon that place within you, your heart chakra, to be balanced, having love and compassion for yourself as well as the other. If the perception of chaos is rising its ugly head in any aspect of your life, ask Archangel Raquel to work tirelessly with you, by your side, guiding you and the others in the situation, realizing and experiencing order and peace and love and compassion all around. He helps remind us that harmony, peace, and abundance and balance is our innate essential truth. He will help us to remember that it's very important that we are in tune with divine order of the universe. And with this remembrance, we are able to realign and realize that divine harmony promotes love and harmony in all aspects of our life. Archangel Raquel's crystals are angelite, blue lace agate, blue kyanite, blue celicite, and a spirit quartz. These are Archangel Raquel's crystals. Now you notice that each one of them is a beautiful blue, a very light blue with white inclusions. Now take for instance the angel light. Now this angel light, this sphere, is a wonderful connector to your angels. And you can put this under your pillow or set it by your bed. And what this does, it not only connects you with your angels, but it also is a really good crystal for astral travel. Now, if you're going to astral travel, Archangel Raquel and all of your guardian angels and angels will help you to be safe when you're astral traveling. But it's always a good idea to also have a hematite by your bedside. This is a steel gray, shiny crystal. It's for your root chakra, your kundalini, and it grounds you. So what this does, when you're astral traveling with your angels, your light body, your earth body is still in your bed or your chair. So the hematite will always guide your light body back into your earth body. So if you're going to astral travel and have this crystal, always have this one to complement it for your safe astral traveling. The blue kyanite crystal is such a beautiful crystal. It has a lot of love in it. And of course, these blue crystals are for your throat chakra. Archangel Raquel is the guide of your throat chakra. He oversees it. And this, of course, promotes communication and speaking your truth in a loving and compassionate way. Now, the blue kyanite, when placed on the throat chakra, opens up your chakra. But what it also does is it helps your higher heart chakra to connect with your throat chakra so you can speak your truth in a very loving and compassionate way instead of a demanding way. Another beautiful crystal is the blue lace agate. This is the most gentle, loving stone for the throat chakra that there is. Now, I use this in my speaking with clients before I do their crystal healing and find out a little bit about their history. Most clients that have been physically and mentally and verbally abused, this is a wonderful crystal to use on their throat chakra because it is very, very gentle. And these people have been very hurt. So using a lapis lazuli, which is a really powerful beautiful throat chakra crystal, sometimes is a little too powerful for these gentle people. So using this gentle stone, a blue lace agate, is more loving and gentle for them so that their throat chakra can be unblocked and they can feel the love and the gentleness from the stone and not be afraid to speak their truth, so they can release the fear and the doubt and the abuse that they have experienced. Now the druzy, this is also connects you with your fairies as well as Archangel Raquel. Now being that he works to promote justice and peace in the world, the fairies the elementals do this too. So they kind of cross. So having a spirit druzy or spirit quartz, as they're called, is a wonderful connector with the angels as well as the elementals. So you have your As above, so below. You have your heaven and your earth connections. Now the blue salicite, this one always reminds me of the pictures you see of glaciers because it's beautiful white and this beautiful blue and it sparkles. And I have this in my kitchen window. These stones are really wonderful to have in the main part of your house that gets a lot of energies from others. Let's say, from your children, your grandchildren. Let's say you're having a big old party in your house. Wherever that grand room is, where all the energies of all the peoples meet, this is a very loving, peaceful, serenity type of crystal. So being that my kitchen is kind of my center of my house, I have it in my kitchen. And if anybody's in there, loud with a loud voice or kind of negative energy, what this stone does, and I've seen it and I felt it, it immediately just sort of like transmutes that energy with this loving energy of peace and serenity. And before you know it, the person that has kind of maybe been loud or obnoxious kind of tones it down and is quiet. So this is, like I said, really wonderful to have in that main part of your house. Now, I've also used this when I do crystal healings for my clients, like I had mentioned, those that have been very much abused and are very closed in their protection, and they have great fear. I'll put a rose quartz crystal and the blue selenite on each side of their body. I can do this either remotely or on when I'm doing the healing on the person. And what this does with the natural rose quartz crystal, it just promotes the love, and the blue salicite promotes the peace and tranquility and serenity. So what this does, it just brings this beautiful energy around the client to give them a peace, a kind of self-assurance. It helps them gently release their fear and their doubt so that when I place the crystals on them, the crystals can do their work in healing, and the angels can do their work in helping the client release all of the fear and hurt and doubt that they've experienced. So these, like I said, these crystals are wonderful for your throat chakra, loving and gentle. The experiences that I've had with Archangel Raquel has really been amazing lately because before I decided that I was going to, or actually I had already decided that I was going to introduce you to Archangel Raquel when I gave my schedule to Brother Sean and Cynthia that are putting all of this Does for Peace together for us. And recently, last week, my mother-in-law suffered a heart attack. So she's in transitioning. She will be crossing over soon. And it was a real shock to our family because we did not know she had heart issues. She kept it very quiet. She's a very petite, a real dynamo, and a very proud woman. So, of course, when this happened, all of us in the family, obviously, we were very upset. Emotions were running rapid in some of us, and I remember reading, when I was putting this together of Archangel Raquel and doing my research, I thought, oh my gosh, this is so perfect to have him here in our lives right now because he promotes peace and justice, but also helping us to release our negativity towards each other and just have love and compassion during these trying times. And I know that many of you are experiencing, your family loved ones crossing over or in transitioning or serious health issues or relationships breaking up and divorces. So it really is, it causes a lot of challenges and stressful situations in our life. So calling upon this angel, he is so wonderful in helping us to release that stress. It just seems like this wonderful blue-white light just kind of just comes right in, surrounding us, and we just get this sense of peace and serenity. It's absolutely beautiful. And I experienced this recently with my family because not only did my mother-in-law suffer a heart attack, but my godmother, bless her dearie, she is such a dear. She just crossed over on Friday, so it's been a week. Believe me, it's been a week, and I know that many of you have gone through this too. So Archangel Raquel is very busy with all of us right now at this time. The energies are going crazy. Lots of things are going on, and many people are choosing this time to cross over and bless them and their families. So when I ask Archangel Raquel to be with myself and my husband and his siblings and my cousins, all of us that were going through this, the things changed. I mean, if there were some anger or tears, and we do have to honor our emotions. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to cry. Acknowledging that and then releasing that and feeling that peace is all part of the growing process. So with Archangel Raquel helping us, it's really been wonderful. He's helping me to see the big picture instead of judging people on their emotions. He's helped me to see who they really are, honor their feelings, and also having love and compassion for myself and them. When the compassion and the love flow, as it does, it changes the scenario of the scene. It's all of a sudden the loud voices drop. There's a gentleness in the air. The chaos and the confusion are gone, and there's just one of light and peace. And it's been wonderful to experience that lately. And I'm so grateful to Archangel Raquel in helping us to for helping us and helping Bill and his brothers and sister to find the best care for their mother for her transitioning. Now what I would like to do is pull some cards. And I'd like to do, instead of using crystal cards, and since many of you have sent me emails and private messages about challenges in your life right now, I thought Kyle Gray's Angel Prayers would be a really good deck of cards to pull cards from and do readings. Now the readings that I will do today will be, any one of you will resonate to these, or you will know of a friend or a loved one that will resonate. So I'm going to do my cards here. First shuffle them and ask Archangel Raquel to guide so that the messages will be resonate with you. Of course, one pops up on the top. Oh, this is a really wonderful card. It's called a spirit animal. And spirit animals are like your totem that's with you right at the moment. And what this spirit totem does, the indigenous people had animal totems. And and as you've seen in pictures, they have these beautiful carved totems with all various animals on them. So these are their spirit animals, their protectors and their healers. So the prayer you can say is, "Thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love." And every one of us, like I said, has an animal totem. And you're probably wondering, well, how can I get in touch with my animal totem? The best way to do this is to go outside, and you can stand under a tree, kind of in a nice woody area, and it'll come to you. All of a sudden, it'll come to you. Either you'll hear it whispered in your ear, like owl, or fox, or ladybug, or you'll feel you'll hear it like in your heart, or you'll have a knowing of what this insect or animal is, or bird. It could be a whale. It could be a dolphin. And this, and what you can do is you can Google this. You can Google on the computer about, let's say it's a fox. So you can Google what is the significance of the fox in the spiritual world. And then you'll get all kinds of hits and research on why. And it's really amazing because the fox is a very cunning animal. So, but it always gets a bad name, like oh, the fox is sneaky. But actually, it really isn't. It's a really wonderful animal totem to have, especially if you're having experiencing maybe some deceit in your life with someone, and the fox will help you to see through the veil of illusion and see what's really going on with the other person. So that's just an example of an animal totem. Now I'm going to pull another card. Healthy choices. Sometimes when we're in a very stressful situation, we'll choose, when we get hungry, we'll choose maybe whatever's out in front of us. And it might not be the healthiest food choices. Choosing like organic vegetables and fruit and organic chicken, organic meat is a higher vibrational food, which actually raises our vibration when we consume it. So sometimes if we choose foods that are, like fast foods or chemically treated, it can really make you feel kind of icky and lowers your vibration. So the angels are suggesting that you now make healthy choices with your foods, as this will raise your vibration and also will increase your energy and help heal you. I'm going to pull some other cards here. Another shuffle. And yep, one did stand out. And this is such a wonderful card. It sort of validates what I was talking about before with Archangel Raquel, to honor our emotions. And this angel is with you. This is Archangel Haniel. And she's associated with the moon and the moon phases. And she's letting you know that to honor your feelings. If you're feeling frustrated right now, acknowledge the fact that you say, okay, I'm frustrated. How can I change that frustration into a positive? Or if I'm angry, how can I change that anger into a positive? So when you are aware of your feelings, that's the first step in releasing them, the negative feelings, and bringing in the positive feelings. So honor that about yourself. If you feel the need to cry right now, that's okay, because crying is actually a wonderful way of releasing things that are trapped in your body. And if you're angry, you can release that instead of keeping that in your body. Sometimes releasing that anger will help you feel better also. So Archangel Haniel is with you and helping you to release those feelings and also honor them about yourself. The Miracle of Nature is the next card I pulled. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. And this is so interesting because this one has to do with the fairy, the spirit crystal, the spirit druzy that I had shown you before. It has to do with the elementals. So when you, in receiving this card, enjoy the miracle of nature. In other words, like what we're doing right now is sitting in front of our computer. After we're done here, then maybe take a little walk outside and connect with nature, listen to the birds. The bees are going crazy right now with all the blossoms and getting their nectar. And just listen to all what nature is saying. And it is a beautiful miracle out there of what God has all created for us. The miracle of forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. And this is another wonderful archangel. He is the angel of forgiveness. And forgiveness of ourselves is probably one of the hardest things that we can do. When we do something, or let's say we let's say we went down the wrong path. Is it really the wrong path? Or was it a learning to realign ourselves to go on a different path? So if things happen that you're not totally happy with about yourself,